Right. Thank you for coming this meeting today. I believe that the company has been, trying to move towards work-life balance, whereby we give our employees an opportunity to, have a balance in terms of their, working from home and working in office. Because we kind of see the need in, working from off-site rather than coming to the office, because this is not quite, fully potential utilizing their time. So, but however, we actually face a few issues whereby, some of the employees, they did not, even come for some of the meetings that we have arranged within the department, and also they have missed some of the appointments that they have made with the clients and stuff like that. So today's agenda basically, to hear from you guys in how we can, each alleviate this issue or to mitigate this issue, and how we can actually move forward in terms of like some of the good practices that we can, incorporate into this work-life balance for our employees. So maybe, I would like to hear from maybe from the two senior managers. What do you guys face, in your own department, in terms of your own staff?
Okay, I feel that one of the most common issues that we are facing is miscommunication. So basically, people are not receiving the message. So what I feel is that it would be possible for us to implement a system whereby we have a chat draw-out where one person will inform the other two, and following on until everybody's informed.
So meaning to say that you are trying to say work on a hierarchy basis?
Yep, something.
Okay.
Yeah, so that everyone will be informed at the same time. And the person in charge of calling the other two will have to make sure that he get their responses, and will have to make sure that they answer to him. So in case they are not here or they are unavailable to be contacted during the day itself, then they know who to look for, to who to be accountable for.
You mean to say it's more like a buddy system that we work on.
Correct.
Right. Okay. I mean, apart from hearing this solution, is there any issues or apart from miscommunication within your department? Is there any other issues arise from?
There are times where they are uncontactable at the final minute. I feel that another way we can look at it is by implementing a demerit point system.
Demerit point system?
Yeah, probably like the first time we let them off, but the second time maybe a warning letter, and third time actions will be taken. Yeah.
Because I believe that both Angie and you are, you guys are based in a sales department. You're running a sales department, so many times your staff actually offsite. They're not out of the company office, right? So you think that by implementing a demerit system will actually help in this process?
Yeah.
I actually like Jeremy's idea, and then, but I think that it's important we bring across like the message of how this whole flexible work system should be. It should be seen as a luxury rather than a kind of system whereby the companies have to like arrange and their own schedule and meeting schedule according to your own timetable, because it's just giving you the flexibility that you can work out of the office space, but that doesn't mean that because of that you have to be late for meetings or don't even attend meetings. And I think that for me being from the marketing department, I think we need a lot of like team gathering. So maybe this system is good in a certain way that allows my team to have like space to think about their ideas, but it may be hard for us to coordinate everyone's idea if we have this flexible work system scheme. Yeah. So do you have any comments about how I feel?
I personally felt that to what Angie has said, correct, I agree that yes, having this flexible system actually is a good point. But we just should look at the drawbacks of the system. I mean, being from a property executive team, I heard that sometimes for sales or marketing team, actually more importantly, I think that they should meet up rather than doing a video conference. Because at times when you're doing a video conference, you may not really get all your attention of all your maybe your viewers, and that as a marketing team, you actually need to collaborate all of your people together so to come up with brainstorm ideas is actually easier, and that you actually get more productive sitting together rather than doing a video conferencing. And you never know at times where internet may be down and things like that.
Right.
It actually cause a hindrance to this thing. So actually I felt that maybe certain departments can work on this thing, but not on all departments unless it's necessary.
Okay, just to add on, you coming from a property team, property management team, and also as a new staff in our company, do you think working offsite helps in your department? Because the sales team and your department is
Slightly different.
yes very different. So
Okay, I mean, as a property side, I felt this is actually better for our system because I know for property active, you actually normally be more on site on different like maybe condos, development, like malls. So for us to maybe gather all one day to meet our schedule is slightly more difficult. So it's actually easier if we have like maybe FaceTime our bosses to like to inform them or update them on the business stuff. I mean, on a perspective, on an overall view, I mean, as a marketing team, I think it's better to sit together. But for my side, I genuinely believe that it's actually better to implement this system on our side. I find it's more useful and it's an innovative way. I mean, different. We are working on a different kind of technology advances. So does our company. So I mean, it depends on the views of the rest as well.
yeah, but I thought that's a good idea. Because she mentioned that we actually use technology, but in any case, we also have to understand that if let's say the internet is down or whatsoever, our network system is not good, that could be an hindrance to our communication. What about Annabelle? Is there any?
Actually, to add on, apart from we shouldn't market this whole thing as we should really let the employees embrace this whole flexibility thing rather than implementing all the demerit system, because I think it really acts on the deterrence. It will kind of deter them from really embracing this in a very positive way, and instead of sending out all this negativity, we should really let them understand the true meaning behind all this and how it will allow them to have a flexible work-life balance and really work from home, enjoy the convenience of all that. And yeah. And in addition to all the problems, all the different aspects of this system, I think we should really look at for example, the last minute no-show issue, right? We should maybe have different policies that target all these areas, for example, having a backup member in case there's a last minute no-show by this member. We can arrange a schedule whereby there will be another backup member who can turn up for the teleconferencing in case any of them cannot
Representative.
show up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with what Annabelle said.
Okay.
How about it would be possible if we all plan all the meetings on the work day itself where everyone will be on site rather than arranging meeting virtual meeting, because they'll create all these problems for people.
So you believe that we have a more a real meeting?
Right, a catered day for all the meetings to be arranged.
What about Fatima yourself?
I like what Jeremy said, to have a day where you can arrange all the meetings. Because as a new employee, I've been being flooded by emails,
Yes,
have this
okay.
meeting on this day, this meeting on this day. But I think it's better if you have one set day where maybe everybody comes together and maybe a chart or something where you can jot down, okay, we're gonna have this group is gonna have this meeting at this time, and these people are gonna have this meeting at this time, and then all the meetings are fixed. So on the day you're prepared, okay, this time, this day, I have this meeting, and everybody is aware in the entire organization of what's going on. So there's no cross miscommunications or people trying to cut in, and that's how you end up not being able to be contacted by your set meeting people. Yeah, and I think that we should also have maybe a texting system or something where you can update the people you're going to meet. If you cannot get through, you say your internet is just so happened it was down when it's time for meeting. So you just have to inform someone, so you can just update them through this texting system or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I personally agree, and I think that the idea of having a plan one day, having all the meetings in a day is a very organized and scheduled way, but maybe it will not be very beneficial to the leasing department, whereby they have to interact with clients out of our organization. So, with them being clients, I think it's our responsibility and to coordinate to their timetable rather than having them to coordinate to our timetable. So to some extent, this idea is good, but maybe it's a bit hard for us to coordinate the different departments, especially if there's departments that requires communication with external parties.
To add to Angie's point, right, being from the leasing department, I think we can stick to having the one day for a meeting thing, but every department does not have to be rigidly following this every on that just that one day, you know, like maybe marketing can set for Monday and somebody else for Tuesday, because like everybody's gonna have to meet external people or do external stuff like eventually, right? So you cannot have just like this one Monday where everybody's online working and stuff. So it should be a bit more flexible in a way that each department has different days, different timings, kind of thing.
What do you think, Jeremy, as you being the senior manager of your own department?
I think that's a good idea for different department to have different days catered to their own schedule. Because usually the teams will work together. For example, the marketing team will work together and the leasing team will work together. So they can choose the day which by their team will say, look, this is our day to have our meeting. And let's try to arrange our meeting with clients on the other days. And it should be possible, especially across departments.
I mean, hearing from all the ideas that you guys have shared, I was thinking, how about we do, like a fixed day meeting? We preset the day of meetings like every week. Let's say, for example, every Monday, right? And then, if let's say one of the colleagues can't make it, there is another system where your system comes in. We join on a hierarchy basis where if one person can't come, there will be another representative representing the person to attend for the meeting.
But maybe a question on that would be actually with maybe the party that will be presenting might not know actually as much details as you do, unless I say you already share the exact same job scope and things. I feel that it's personally not advisable to try not to actually let someone actually present you at the meeting, because ideas don't get across as how the person may want it to be, and that they may be actually the things that they say through may not be exactly what you're thinking, that kind. So I think like maybe you can work on something on that line. Yeah.
So sharing our information is very important also in this aspect.
Yeah. But there are certain times whereby information could be it could be private or confidential. So certain information cannot be shared. So I felt that the report down it all comes down to the responsibility of the person. Then if he really thinks he cannot make it on a day, maybe he could inform the senior managers, and maybe we could try to reschedule, or we can actually tell directly to the senior managers, because all this information we tell them to them. So we can set a day aside from the rest to personally call our senior managers to inform them about the thing.
I agree with Alicia that it's very hard, especially if certain projects is handled by one person itself, so he will know clearly what the project is about. But maybe if we can look at the positive and advantage side of this system, is that we can use it for more generalized kind of meeting, and that we can have a system whereby we can set time slot, and among themselves, among colleagues, they can switch around the time slot. So it's more of handling the change or schedule among work teammates rather than with the management level, so that it's easier for the senior manager to take note of when am I meeting which group. So the changes is among themselves, but we still have the meetings on, let's say, all on Monday.
We can have a meeting on a smaller basis group before maybe the representative of each group come together to meet the senior management. So it's maybe step-by-step process that kind. So it's more organized, and also that things can flow easier throughout the team. It's easier to coordinate a small group of people rather than a very huge group. It's actually harder to get points across also.
Yeah, I agree with what Alicia says, because when a lot of people are trying to get together in just one site, it gets overloaded and there's hanging issues and stuff. So it gets really hard to connect to everyone, and then it gets perceived as you're a no-show, but actually you're there, you're really trying, and you just cannot get connected. So it's better if we have smaller groups and we can work up the hierarchy or something. I think it's more better that we.
Everyone gets a pile of the information, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Annabelle?
Actually, I agree with Angie about how we should arrange it only for generalized meeting, because really your members really do not know what the specifics of the detail that the representative might be needing to share during the meeting. So it really you really have to. It really boils down to the nature of the scope. Yeah, the scope of work.
Overall, I feel that this off-site work day it's a very good idea in itself, and I feel that we need to emphasize the need of this being a privilege to the employee.
Yes,
Let,
of course.
let them know like this is a privilege. So instead of organizing meeting on that day, we have a cater day. And another way to look at it is that instead of telling them what to do during their offsite day, how about we set them a target? So whatever they have to do during the day, as long as they end up meeting that target, and that's all right. And the target will be set by the senior manager as to what he wants them to achieve. So that they can work within their own flexible timing and they can be creative in their own ways.
So, which means to say every employee will be given a set of KPI, key performance indicator, whereby they have to fulfill the objective, the requirements that the managers like for you and Jeremy. So, and then also from there we will conduct our meeting and see what is the update. But then again, we can't. We have to also remember that this whole initiative of such a flexible working timing is to encourage work-life balance. Because some of the our colleagues here, example in the sales team, they have been working over the weekends, and our property side also, they are working off-site like on Saturday as well. So I understand that it's really tough proceeding, having communication to be together. So is there anything to add?
I personally think that the scheme itself, other than bringing our work-life balance, is also to make meeting less formal. So if we really need to have a meeting, we can arrange it out of office space so that it still provides some form of flexibility for everyone. You can choose a common area where everyone is convenient for everybody and it's less formal. So we can, like what Jeremy had brought across the message that this is a privilege. It's not something that the company should give you from the start. Yeah.
Okay, because Angie and Jeremy has been with the company for 10 over years, but what do you think as this new employee? What is your stand? You just graduated from school, having this kind of corporate culture. What do you think? Having meeting at offsite rather than the company itself.
I mean, there's benefits and drawbacks also. I mean,
Okay.
to think on both point of view. I personally like the idea of being out of office. I mean, it's a different kind of exposure, which not all companies are able to or willing to actually do so. And then sometimes when you go to the office, you're more relaxed, you're actually more able to think better and communicate better. And there's like there will actually somehow break the ice between you and your manager.
Okay.
But the drawbacks could be like if you didn't choose a proper environment, it could be very noisy,
Yes.
and it will cause a lot of distractions for the people. And that you never know where's the centralized location for people. Because some is in the east, some is in the west, that kind.
Okay.
So, but I personally felt that the idea was good and it's very creative, and I would like to give it a try. Yeah.
I'm contrary to Alicia's point of view. I think as a new employee, I think we need to have a little more time in office, like getting to know the job scope, like exactly what you guys want us to do, and getting to know our managers and other seniors. And working off-site, it reduces the exposure we have with them, so it gets a bit too estranged, I feel. Yeah. So we need maybe we can impose it for us at a later time after we are a bit more used to the situation in office and how things work here and stuff. Then we'll be more comfortable working offsite. Because once you're offsite, you cannot really always be calling the senior manager up and be like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that and stuff.
So you believe that we should implement a system whereby new employees should go on a mini probation period in the office itself to be virtually, to be physically there rather than given the flexibility of flexible timing.
Because they want them to groups and stuff first, right?
Well, I think we have given a lot of ideas today. Thanks for taking time off from your busy schedule here. What Jeremy has mentioned, create a hierarchy system, and also we do a tax system with what Fatima has mentioned. So we will very much, moving forward, both Angie and Jeremy, maybe we can try out on your own department, within your own department. We do on a every Monday basis the meeting. You start from your own, lower level first, and then before you bring up across to the board members. So I think in this way we work on a hierarchy basis, and also to share our information with your colleagues who can't able to attend, and then also for the new employees, we will try to maybe have a 3 months probation period where they stay in office, and then thereafter we give them the flexibility of working outside. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for your meeting today. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.